got trail bikes, and he's coming up there on a little scooter. Clear Hills track or something? Clear View, Clear Hills, I don't know. One or the other. It goes down to Clear Hills Hut, so which we passed on the way up. I didn't even see it. Somewhere down here on the right. It's probably away from this track. Then we'll go down over the top of Mt Stirling, drop down off the mountain onto Circuit Road. There should be a hut around here somewhere on the right. Can't see anything. Around Circuit Road, back into Mansfield, do what I got to do. I believe the rain is going to start about 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow afternoon, so hopefully I'll be up over the top of Bluff Track, out past Lovick's Hut before it hits us, but you never know. This track, it says it's steep and rocky sections, not suitable for towing. That's good because I'm not towing anything. Can't see a hut anywhere out there to the right, and these are the snow gums. So we're up in the above the snow line. What altitude are we at? Have we got an idea? 1,450 meters above sea level. And I can't see a thing in front of me. Oh, there's the hill. If they're going to put a hut somewhere, it'd probably be in one of these saddles, and sort of the dip between the two hills. It might have, it's still marked on the map. It may have been burnt down in the fires and that. Hard to know. The bridle trail goes over there. The bridle trail probably goes past the hut. It doesn't matter. I want to see Lovick's Hut and how it planes and how it hut, so we'll go and have a look at those. Now this really does not give you an indication of how steep that hill is in front of me. It's a low range second gear hill. I guess you'll see it when you start driving up it, because you're all of a sudden looking up at the clouds. A little bit surprised when I'm getting up some of these hills. My tyres are 3/4 worn, so only about 1/4 of the tread still left on them, and they're still gripping very well, which is good. Just don't like that ticking sound. I don't know what it is. Switchback just coming up. In low range, I don't have diff lock on this car, but the low range and limited slip diff, you really hear the tyres gripping as I turn this corner. I'll really be biting in. In fact, the track's so slippery, it's just letting the tyres slide around it. St Craig's Hut, had to wait around because I had nearly 100 motorbike riders come through before I could fly the drone around without having too many people in the way. All the steep stuff, much at the top of the hill anyhow. Just changed it out of low range back into high range. I'll leave it in full drive. What elevation are we here? 1,550 metres, 1.5 kilometres above sea level. And the temperature tonight is going to get down to around 7 or 8 degrees. That's at Mansfield. Up here, you can take a few more degrees off. Mount Stirling in front of us. That track on the left is the one I came up, which was Monument Track. Looks like Mount Stirling. I remember it's being no trees at all on top. We seem to go down a lot and then up a lot to get to it, and then over the top of it we go down some pretty steep track apparently, and then onto Circuit Road. Unfortunately, all these snow gums have been burnt in a fire and they haven't grown back. A few of them have, but most of them are just dead sticks now, which is a bit of a pity. Because the tree cover's not there anymore. Vehicle including motorbikes must not be driven off-road past closed gates. Okay. Fair enough. Because there's no tree cover, all the smaller plants underneath are growing really well and making it hard to see out. Basically, cover was over the top and a little more shaded underneath. The tree, little bushes and that underneath wouldn't be growing as much. Lots of horse byproduct on the track here. Pretty fresh ones, so I'd say a group of horse riders must have come up today. On their way up to the huts, to the top. Today. I don't even know if the GoPro is working, or no-go. No GoPro. Little track off there to the left. Foot track. Another little foot track just up in there. Must be a... I don't know. Oh. Forgot to take that tow hitch out of the socket. I suppose it's a good indication of how stupid these famine jumps or bumps are when you grind the tow wall over the side of it. navigation check, because there's no other real side tracks or anything off this track, and as long as you're pointing yourself towards that big hill in front of us, you can't go wrong. There's supposed to be a mud hole on this track too somewhere. The other between these two hills. The other problem with those big mounds that they put everywhere, when you roll your nose up over the top, you can't see what's in front of you. So you're just driving blindly over the top of them. Sideways slip down that one. Almost make you seasick going up and down those humps. Close to the bottom of this saddle between the two hills. And start to drive up again. Yep. Start heading back up the hill. Good if all the snow gums are growing. Would have been a really nice drive through here. Rough rocky section. You can see where people are sort of hit the little steps, got stuck, spun their wheels and dug a wombat hole there. Very rough rocky section. going. Oh, get some grip, get some grip. See the survey marker on top of the hill from way down here.